You ever notice how every season there's always that one player everyone hypes up? New club, big transfer fee, shiny new kit, and then 7 games later, they've got 0 goals, 0 assists, and 0 idea what's going on? Yeah, that's what we call Agent 007. Not James Bond, but someone who's been sent on a different kind of secret mission to destroy their own team from the inside. Welcome to the world of football's 007 agents, the undercover operatives who mysteriously disappear the moment the spotlight hits. These are the players who promise fireworks but deliver fog, who arrive with hype and leave fans questioning reality. Today, we're exposing the most infamous agents in football history, one no-show performance at a time. From big money flops to overhyped prodigies, these players didn't just miss chances, they became memes, legends of failure, and accidental icons of football's funniest internet era. Now, before you get your tuxedo and martini ready, let's be clear, no one here's actually working for MI6. The 007 tag is a Twitter-born meme that means one thing: 0 goals, 0 assists, 7 games. That's it. You've joined a special elite club, the kind no player ever wants to be part of. Let's start with the poster boy of the 007 meme, Jadon Sancho. When he joined Manchester United in 2021 for £73 million, fans expected fireworks. After all, this was the guy who lit up the Bundesliga with Dortmund assists, flair, goals, swagger. He had it all. But when he landed at Old Trafford, it was like someone unplugged his controller. No spark, no rhythm, just vibes. His early form, cold. His stats, colder. And after 7 games, 0 goals, 0 assists. The internet pounced. Agent Sancho was born, memes everywhere. Some even said he was sent by Manchester City to sabotage their rivals from within. To make matters worse, his fallout with his manager made things even uglier. Benched, criticised, and eventually sent away from the first team. For a player once tipped to be England's next superstar, it was the ultimate identity crisis. Agent 007, more like Mission Implausible. Next up, Kai Havertz. Chelsea fans remember this all too well. He arrived from Bayer Leverkusen for around £72 million billed as Germany's next big thing. Tall, elegant, technically gifted, supposedly a hybrid between Ozil and Ballack. Then reality hit. His first 7 games? You guessed it, 0 goals, 0 assists. Chelsea fans started asking if they accidentally bought a mannequin. Twitter was ruthless. Agent Havertz reporting for duty. Chelsea's James Bland. But to his credit, Havertz did eventually turn it around. He scored that goal in the Champions League final, the one that made every hater go quiet for about 48 hours. Fast forward to 2023, and Arsenal decided to spend big to make him their problem. And what happened? History repeated itself. 7 games with no goals, no assists. Arsenal fans were tweeting, "Agent Havertz has been reactivated." When Antony signed for Manchester United for £85 million from Ajax, fans expected samba flair, trickery, and a touch of Brazilian magic. Instead, they got spinning. Lots and lots of spinning. By his 7th game, Antony had delivered, you guessed it, 0 goals, 0 assists, and about 17 pirouettes that led nowhere. The internet went wild. Now let's talk about the chaos merchant himself, Darwin Nunez. When he arrived at Liverpool in 2022 for £85 million, fans thought they were getting a blend of Cavani and Haaland. What they got instead was a player who looked like he'd just been created in FIFA career mode with random stats. His first 7 games? Wild shots, missed sitters, 1 red card, and yep, 0 goals, 0 assists. Agent Nunez, mission chaos complete. But credit where it's due, Darwin evolved. Once he found his rhythm, he became one of the most unpredictable yet dangerous forwards in the league. 1 minute, he's missing an open goal. The next, he's smashing in a 30-yard screamer. Still, that 007 phase, legendary. Even his manager couldn't defend him during those early days, and that man's defended more chaos than anyone. Now let's move to Mykhailo Mudryk, the Ukrainian speedster who sprinted into Chelsea for over £88 million in early 2023. His debut? Electric. His follow-up games? Static. By game 7, you guessed it, Agent 007 unlocked. 0 goals, 0 assists, and more confusion than Chelsea fans trying to understand their transfer strategy. Mudryk had all the tools, pace, dribbling, energy, but no end product. It's like giving a Ferrari to someone who doesn't know how to drive. The memes were brutal. To his credit, in 2025, Mudryk has improved. He's showing flashes of why Chelsea paid so much for him. But fans still joke that he spent his first year running fast, straight into defenders. Yes, even legend Thierry Henry gets a mention here, not because he failed, but because at one point even he had a quiet stretch where expectations were sky high and results were momentarily low. Henry, of course, went on to become one of the Premier League's greatest strikers, but his early days at Arsenal involved adaptation, repositioning, and patience. He arrived as a winger, was converted to a striker, and to some observers, it looked like he'd disappear under the weight of hype before he exploded. Imagine the memes if social media existed then. Of course, he didn't stay invisible. 175 goals, 74 assists. 4 golden boots later, he turned into the hero. But his journey reminds us, even the greatest need time. Here's the funny thing about the 007 label. It's more about perception than performance. Football fans have zero patience. You could move countries, adapt to a new system, learn a new language. None of that matters if you're not scoring or assisting by week 3. And once the internet brands you Agent 007, your every move is under the microscope. Miss one chance, it's brutal. But it's also part of what makes modern football culture so entertaining. These memes turn disappointment into humor, frustration into banter. And as much as players hate it, it keeps fans engaged, even in the darkest form droughts. Some players actually escaped the 007 curse. Darwin Nunez bounced back. Kai Havertz found redemption. Even Sancho had brief spells of brilliance before his fallout, but others never recovered. Their 007 phase became their career highlight for all the wrong reasons. Take Nicolas Pepe, for instance, Arsenal's £72 million signing, who never quite justified the fee. He was never officially a 007, but spiritually, oh, he was deep in MI6 territory. Then there's Timo Werner, whose finishing made every Chelsea fan age 10 years. The man was allergic to goals. If 007 had a striker department, Werner was running it. At the end of the day, the 007 agent meme isn't just about failure, it's about the humor and heartbreak of being a football fan. We expect instant impact, highlight reels, and viral moments, but football doesn't always work that way. Every 007 story reminds us that even the best players need time, patience, and a little luck to settle in. Sometimes it's about adapting to a new system, sometimes it's confidence, and sometimes it's just bad fortune. Still, that won't stop the internet from roasting them alive. Because football fans have the memory of an elephant and the sense of humor of a comedian. Once you're labeled an agent, there's no escape. Not even James Bond himself could delete those memes. So the next time your new signing starts slow, remember, it's not the end. They might just be on a secret mission. Like, subscribe, and tell me who's your favorite 007 in football history. Drop your picks in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.